Hey, so we're back. It's the Kevin Dudley
Okay,
Hour.
so here we go. This is Uncle Bill, the twins. Yeah. So, another Super Bowl down. We had a great Super Bowl. We had a great time here at the Church of Intercession, Harlem, USA. Kyle was here and, lost, kind of despondent. It's all right.
It was a great Super Bowl, but I didn't really appreciate that 40-minute delay, during the blackout.
They thought there was going to be, there were like reports saying there was going to be a blackout before the game. They should have taken preventative measures. That's just what it comes down to.
Because that just cannot happen in the Super Bowl.
It's irresponsible.
I mean, we are
You know who was happy though? The beer vendors.
What stands out to you guys about that?
Well, I picked the 49ers to win.
Confidently.
And they should have won.
They should have won.
Yeah, because
they should have won.
because there was a blatant pass interference on 4th and goal. Jimmy Smith wrapped around Michael Crabtree. It's a hold that would have been called in the first quarter of the game.
It would have been called about a replacement ref.
Let me tell you something. So I totally agree that a ref should make the same calls he makes in the beginning of the game as he does at the end of the game. You know what? How many pass interference calls were in the first 50 minutes? 0.
Right.
And the reason was they were letting them play the game.
Let them play football.
A ref's job is not to make every single call because there'll be a call every play. It's to lay the foundation for the game.
Do you realize,
whoa.
On any given call, on any given play, you can call every single play. You can call everything. Every flag would be like the yellow sea.
This is 4th and goal. Their last
in the
chance,
Super Bowl.
The play of the Super Bowl. Okay.
Right.
You've got to give him a chance to make a play. He held him and gave him no chance to make a play. It was a clear hold. The ref should have flagged it. You blew it.
You didn't even reach for the flag because it wasn't even close.
We're not playing you guys recreation league. This is the NFL.
Well, it would definitely be called in our recreation league. If you did that to me, I would call that.
What else?
So Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah.
Have the league
my theory is that Colin, good brother. Yes. I don't know. I don't know. Ask Rob Parker. Where's Rob when we need him? Rob, where you at? Is he a real brother or not? That's the next show. Brothers. Anyway, but So the theory is that I think that the league has pretty much. I think this is kind of it. He had a nice game start, but I think after this, we've seen the formula for stopping Colin Kaepernick. I think the dream is over.
So is the formula to let Kaepernick and the 49ers score 3 touchdowns in the second half? Is the formula?
He's getting excited. So you get excited when you're about to say something that makes completely no sense.
Is the formula to let Colin Kaepernick get 300 passing yards and get 60 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in the second half?
All right, listen, calm down. What happened in the first
formula,
half?
right?
No, the formula in the first half when he was almost invisible. That's the formula.
But I also think you got to think.
What happened in the second half?
Well, the second half there was a blackout.
It's the same thing that's happened in all of his games. He had one good half, one bad half, and I think that's just what comes with being a young player. He's got to get better and more consistent.
Okay, but that's
what it is. It's not finding a way to stop him.
No, who gets the credit? Who should get the credit for the Ravens? Jim Caldwell. He should get the credit. He should be the MVP. He should be going to Disney World where you were.
And let's talk about that a little bit more because Jim Caldwell should be co-MVP. Okay, Joe Flacco in the playoffs. 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Right.
Okay? One of the best playoffs in the history of quarterbacks. History of the NFL for a quarterback.
This is going to take us to another subject is Ozzie Newsome. He was spectacular. And there's, all this talk about not hiring the black coaches, the black GMs. You know that the last 6 Super Bowls, 50% are won by black GMs?
Right.
With Jerry Reese? Something has to change, or some people need to get smarter and start hiring these people that build franchises that win championships.
Let's just talk about Jim Caldwell some more. Right. In the last 5 years, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He was, with the Colts as a head coach. Okay, then wins the Super Bowl as the offensive coordinator. Right. Beats the Broncos in the playoffs. The Ravens beats the Patriots, and yet the Broncos offensive coordinator, Mike McCoy. He gets the head coaching job right away, and Jim Caldwell can't even get an interview. I want to say one more thing. I would like to invite Roger Goodell, if you're watching, to come on to Uncle Bill and the Twins and explain yourself about the Rooney Rule because it's not working.
Here he is, right here. He left.
Okay. See you later.
I see.
All right. So now the heavy. See, we know when to stop. A lot of people kind of like doing like this, kind of getting uncomfortable. We talk about racism. Let's talk about something light.
About Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Wow.
What about
wow.
That was the best.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
That may have been.
Enough said.
That was the best Super Bowl halftime show ever. That was some performance. It was absolutely incredible.
Now, next year the Super Bowl is in New Jersey. Yeah. To have it in February in New York, who's sitting at that table thinking, yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Let's have an ice bowl.
Yeah, you know what?
Snow bowl.
I was in Green Bay in 1967. Well, you know what? Whoever made that decision should be back in Green Bay. Anyway, I guess that's kind of it. We'll see you guys next week, and glad you enjoyed.
Glad you had fun on the Dudley Twin Hour with Uncle Bill.
That's right. That's right. You know, it's just all right. All right. See you guys next week.
Dudley Twin Hour. You mean the Dudley Twins?